welcome. This week we're going to Santa Claus, Indiana. That's right, awesome rides and water slides, and we explore Holiday World and Splashin Safari.
Greetings from Holiday World and Splashin Safari in Santa Claus, Indiana. Get ready, we're about to go and explore some of the most amazing attractions here at one of the absolute most unique theme parks that offer you 4 different celebrations throughout the day. Christmas, which was one of my favorite, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and the 4th of July. All events in one single sitting. The theme park known as the oldest theme park in the United States, Holiday World and Splashin Safari. So join me today as we walk through and check it all out. Hang out with me. This is Jeff Holmes on Holmes Away from Home. All right, well, I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain to you where I am exactly. So, I've been talking about coming back home. I'm originally from southern Indiana, so I grew up in a little town called Huntingburg, not too far from a really famous town called Santa Claus, Indiana. Well, today, I jumped on a plane in Orlando, and I flew overnight up to southern Indiana. Today, I'm going to bring you around my old stomping grounds of Holiday World and Splashin Safari. It's the oldest theme park in the United States. I'm going to take you a complete tour of the whole place, check out all the cool little places. Also want to show you some of the places to eat at. They got some fantastic shows here. Maybe even throw some memories in there. So like I said, I grew up here in southern Indiana, so I was able to go to this park all the way, I'd say probably my first memories would have been 6, 7 years old, all the way up until my late teens, and even after I got married, came here a couple times with my kids. So always a hometown favorite, which kind of created this love for theme parks. Now I get to travel all over the place and get to check out all the theme parks in the world. And this all come from the spark of curiosity here at Holiday World and Splashin Safari. They've got all kinds of offers here. One of the greatest things that they're known for is going to be free parking, which is great. There's some parks that still do that. They also offer free sunscreen. There's a built-in free splash park, and it's not just your standard splash park. So this is actually an entire water park built into your package. So there's no entrance fee to the second one or anything of that nature. It's all connected to one place, one stop shop to get you your best thrills and cool off during the summer heat. Another really awesome thing about this place is you actually have free unlimited soft drinks. Yeah, you heard me right. So you got juices, you've got soft drinks, you've got teas, all kinds of stuff. It's free, unlimited, every guest all day long throughout the whole park. That's pretty crazy. You don't see that kind of stuff nowadays for any place. I've never been to another theme park that give you that. There's always the catches, where you have to buy a cup and get refills after. So it's free. Free, free, free. So you got free sunscreen, free parking, and free unlimited soft drinks. Can't ask for more. So let's go check it out. Holiday World, Splashin Safari here in Santa Claus, Indiana.
So here's a little bit of history on Holiday World and Splashin Safari. It actually opened up as Santa Claus Land in 1946. Upon opening, it was owned and operated by the Cook family, which it's him and his brother had started planning the park, and the father's passing, naming it after the great-great-grandfather's tin shop. In 1946, Santa Claus Land opened on August 3rd with a toy shop, restaurant, Santa, and the Freedom Train, which we'll go over and look at later. As a child, one of my favorite things was when my mom and dad would bring me to Holiday World, we'd always get one of these mystery packages, and you just never knew what you got, but I love that Holiday World still has those. And to go on a little bit more about the history of Holiday World, it wasn't actually until 1984 that the park expanded to include Halloween, the 4th of July section, and name change to Holiday World. And it wasn't until 1993 that they introduced the Splashin Safari water park, which opens up water slides and pools, and And the whole Splashin Safari is chosen over Splash Water Safari, which they had originally thought of. There's always something about going to a theme park and just finding some of the most amazing gifts and knickknacks, and even sometimes you'll get some really cool merchandise, maybe a favorite ride. But Holiday World never falls short of having those amazing different gifts that you can take home. So I always love hitting these shops just before I get all crazy and get into the park, because now I can look and kind of see them. Man, look at this photo, the Fantastic Four. So when you get into Holiday World and you have little ones with you, one of the really neat areas is you go right into the right and you'll see a section where you can actually measure your children's height and then give you a wristband. And depending on the color of the wristband, lets you know if your child can ride certain rides. I think that's really cool and unique that I've not really seen done at any other theme park. So that is pretty cool on Holiday World side. The first section there obviously is going to be like the little kiddie area, little bitty kiddie area. But this is the Christmas section. And we'll go take a look at some of these beautiful buildings. And there's old Holidog, all dressed up in his beautiful Christmas attire. So we're about to go into the Santa's Merry Marketplace. Also is the home of the Candy Cane Confectionery. Now, you want to talk about some awesome sweets. This place actually makes every homemade fudge you can imagine on location every single day. One of their famous things I love to get every time I'm in Southern Indiana is the Buckeyes, which is like a peanut butter chocolate covered dessert. It is amazing. Kind of similar to like a fudge, but beautiful inside. This used to be formerly known as Kringle's Cafe, but the way this is all set up is actually quite neat. You walk in and now it is more of a marketplace. In other words, you have sections you can go to in the back where you can go to the pizza section. You have a Spanish section, you have a hamburger section. So it's kind of like an open cafeteria style, and you see the seating is really open. And only thing I don't like about it is it does seem a little dark in here, but I guess, you know, you're supposed to be having the Christmas ambiance, and I guess dark and Christmas kind of go together. But I would like to have it lit up just a little bit more, for sure. When they did the redesign of this whole area, what was really pretty is they did add this beautiful fireplace. And then, like I said, if you've got a nice open area where you can sit down, if you've got a big family, a small family, you're sharing the crowded space. So it's really nice how it all kind of works out and had a nice little flow to it. Overall, again, giving you that Christmas ambiance. I liked it. I definitely, I think it was an improvement what they used to have, for sure. And I can only say to you that this is the one and only reason why I fell in love with Christmas. The murals they have here at Holiday World is just to die for. Absolutely love it. Also new to this area is the party room rental, which you could have for birthday parties and etc. That was a pretty cool touch. And then several throughout areas, you'll see these Oasis soft drinks to help yourself.
And did I forget to mention you get free unlimited soft drinks all day long here at Holiday World? That still got me impressed.
All right, so this is going to be wrapping up the Christmas area, which is the majority of this will be the kiddie rides. But now let's go to another one of my favorite areas, the 4th of July. And right around the corner, this is the absolute most beautiful train. This is the train I remember. It was actually retired. Santa Claus Land Railroad was retired in 2012 and replaced with the current train. It's over there now. But this just has so many memories. It's such a beautiful design and the way it all set up. But obviously with maintenance concerns, they weren't able to keep it up. But wow, what a beautiful train. And as always, I'm going to go inside this Liberty shop and just check out a little bit. Every shop kind of has a different theme to it, which is kind of cool. But for the most part, they're all going to showcase the majority of the same merchandise. I always love how those posters, those old-fashioned roller coaster posters, I think those are awesome. That would be a cool addition to whatever was going on. But you know, overall, this area has changed a lot over the years. I know originally when this was created, it was kind of a woodworking area, which was really neat, but I don't really have much of that left. But I did like this American mug, and that is definitely an American traditional mug. One of the best memories I have is from the Lewis and Clark Trail. I loved this. My mom and dad would always call it the old-timey cars. And in reality, not too many places have this. I remember having them at Opryland. But this ride is just so unique and different. And as a child, this was my first real way of driving. So I absolutely love this. I ride this every time I get a chance to come to Holiday World. Much like all other theme parks, they also have the games you can play. And I do like, they used to have what they call a spider ride here, where it just literally pulled you up in the air and you did swirls left and right. And it was just a unique ride, but the carousel is definitely a nice addition to the 4th of July area. Utterly Blue Ice Cream. This used to be one of my absolute favorite dessert places. Life is Sweet in Indiana. I used to love it because the blue would always be vanilla tasting, but it would always make your mouth blue. So you'd go for the next hour or two and your mouth would always, and your lips and tongue would be blue. It was always fun, but nice, refreshing way. And I love how Holiday World does have very unique old-fashioned rides, and most of these rides are still kind of in play, which is really, really cool. One of my favorites is going to be the Eagle Birds. I know that they actually call it the Eagle's Flight, but for me, they're always the bird ride. Growing up, that's what I always thought of as the bird ride. The Revolution was a very fast roundabout ride, and it was down for the day, so I didn't get to ride that at all. But Liberty Launch, man, what a crazy ride this thing is. Shoots directly up in the air, and I guarantee you're going to get a rush. As we're starting to finish up here in the 4th of July area, the Holidog Express. This is where the new train kind of took over. What's great about this little ride is you actually get on a little train, you and your kiddos, and it takes you through kind of a storybook telling process where they tell you all these nursery rhymes, and it's got cute little statues throughout the whole thing. Very unique and different. I don't see too many other places doing that. And of course, throughout the whole park, you have these free soft drink oases where you just walk up, grab your soft drink, and good to go. You'll see a lot of different places here, dessert-wise, food places, but this Freedom Funnel Cakes have the best funnel cakes in the world. 4th of July also has a couple of rides for the kiddos, and they have a brand new lemonade stand. One of the things that I always loved eating at was the Mexican restaurant here. This is actually where you can get an amazing taco salad at the Alamo. Definitely worth a shot if you love that Tex-Mex taste. And of course, the most famous area of them all is Holidog's Fun Town. You've got a little bit of everything in this area, including a little bit of a splash pad. You can hang out with Holidog himself, get a nice little side hamburger, hot dogs area. They've also got cute little kiddie rides in this area as well. So they've even put in a little teacup section, and there's the world famous Holidog. Typically, Holiday World has 2 or 3 different shows. This is the Hoosier Celebration Theater where they have a juggling act. And, well, let's check it out. See what you think.
Together for juggler Matt Jurgen. All right, Holiday!
There really are 2 very defining shows at Holiday World that they're really kind of known for. One of them is a high dive show, which was canceled because of inclement weather. And then there's this juggling show, which is actually kind of new. It's neat. It's different. I liked it. It's not necessarily something I would want to watch every time I go to Holiday World, but a one time and done wasn't bad.
So far, so good with 3 guys. Should we try it with 4? Yeah, all right. Should we do it the easy way or the hard way? Not one kid is on my side with the easy way. Good job. We got a little bit of wind out here, a little bit of wind, all right? Nice and easy. Good job, Arnie. You're doing good. All right, here we go, number 3. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Good job. Let me go. You're almost there. Almost home free. Almost home free. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Pretty good so far, guys.
Welcome to my favorite part of the year, Halloween. And this is where you're going to find 2 most amazing coasters. First up is going to be the Raven, the amazing wooden coaster named after Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. This sucker is 2,800 feet long with a top speed of 48 miles per hour, one of the best wooden coasters of all time, and my first coaster I ever rode as a child. Next up is going to be the Scarecrow Scrambler. This is definitely an oldie but goodie because this ride has been around for many, many years. As a child, I rode this, and even with my children, I often rode it. And even to this day, it's one of my favorite classic Holiday World rides. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to fly? We could ask the witches and the ghosts at Halloween, or just hop on the hollow swings for a thrilling spin. Pumpkin, witches, ghosts, and bats adorn this colorful swing ride. It's one of the prettiest nighttime rides in the park. This is a max speed of around 11 miles per hour and max height of around 45 feet, giving you an awe-inspiring view of Halloween. Next up, we have at the very edge of Halloween, the wonderful Legend. The Legend is based on Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It mimics Ichabod Crane's terrifying journey through the woods while being pursued by the Headless Horseman. What's crazy about this particular ride is it speeds up to 59 miles per hour at a 113-foot drop. Not to mention, this ride lasts for almost 2 minutes, covering track of 4,042 feet. All that screaming. In 1984, Holiday World, when becoming a brand new park, added a Frightful Falls experience. This would shoot travelers all the way down a log flume into the crashing waters below. The fun fact about this is where you see everybody crash into the water is called the Fright Chasm Overlook, which is where I'm standing right now. All right, the excitement and anticipation is already gathered enough today. We've been to 3 different parts of the park. Now, let's go check out Splashin Safari. This is a beautiful safari-themed water park that, again, at no extra cost, is all built into the price point when you come in and visit at Holiday World and Splashin Safari. I love the decor already. And as always, when you walk into this, you're already getting pumped up with music. A noticeable mention, though, over to the right side when you first walk into the safari area, there's a first aid station along with a mommy care center. And as always, you know how I am when I walk into a theme park. It's no different when it's a water park. I want to go through. This is the outfitters. So let's say you forgot something. Maybe you didn't bring your swim shorts, or you don't have a pair of sandals, or maybe you just need a hat or sunglasses. They've got you covered here. The prices were pretty reasonable. They had a little bit of everything to choose from and some amazing different styles that you can go with as well. A lot of this stuff is branded with Holiday World and some of it was not branded. Another mention is that they do have locker areas that you can rent while you're at the safari, so that way you don't have to lug around all your stuff when you're swimming.
So I've been walking around for a couple hours here at Holiday World and Splashin Safari, so I decided to come down into the Splashin Safari area and check out some of the awesome different slides and things like that. Of course, I didn't come prepared to go swimming today, but that's okay. I'm gonna take some quick videos and kind of give you a span of all the awesome different kind of water slides and different things that you can do here, which is really, really cool. So it's pretty busy. I mean, you know, anytime it's hot out, you're gonna get busy in a theme park with water, but something else I really like about this place is they've got Ben's Soft Pretzels. They've actually been a staple here since 2020. That's when they had the first bakery ever opened in here at the Holiday World. So Moon gave this guy a try out here. Got the nice nacho cheese with it as well. So I'm excited to try this out, but I thought that was a pretty cool find. You don't get to see that every day. These are massive pretzels for only $9.99. So pretty good deal overall, but yeah, check it out. Stay tuned.
There's absolutely a multitude of things you can do here in the Splashin Safari area. They have different kinds of bays you can walk into. There's two different wave pools, two different lazy rivers, and I would say at least a dozen really great water slides. Some of the slides were down for the day because of the inclement weather, but other than that, everything else was up and functioning, and people were having a great time. I did think it was really cute that they had this little Santa DJ show right in the middle of the pool area for the kids. Pretty cool. Talk about Welcome to the Jungle. Here's the Jungle Racers, one of my favorite slides at Holiday World. The Zynga Water Slide. Zynga is an 8-story water slide. Combines a water tunnel slide with a high banked funnel. The ride is the world's first giant half-pipe water slide and offers riders a variety of experiences, including enclosed and dark spaces, high-speed, steep drops, and free-falling sensations. Splashin Safari has numerous little outposts that you can walk up to with all kinds of food. Different places in there from pizza, chicken, burgers, fries, snacks, you name it. They have everything there eatery-wise, so you definitely can keep everybody kind of in one place for hours at a time. It's also wonderful how they've got two different sections kind of for toddlers and kids as well. And first introduced in 2023, now Holiday World and Splashin Safari both serve alcohol to guests 21 and over. One is at the watering hole here in Splashin Safari, and there's another one in Thanksgiving as well. Both these places serve exclusive craft beers. Check it out. There's also a couple mentioned I didn't get much footage for because it was kind of back in the back a little bit, was the Wildebeest. The Wildebeest was one of the roller coasters that's considered a water coaster that was voted #1 water park ride on the planet for nearly a decade. Wildebeest begins with a conveyor ride up to the water coaster lift hill and sends guests 2.5 soaking minutes of hills, drops, twists, and turns. Another great feature here at Holiday World is you can actually rent cabanas. These are our standard cabanas starting at a price around $299 and peak times around $419. They've also got a grand cabana that goes up to $699. Next up is the Cheetah Chase. This ride features the first ever head-to-head dueling zone on a water coaster. Another water coaster that was down today was the Mammoth. And this is another really cool area for kids called Kemba Bay. It's a nice little splash zone area with little water slides. These are called Cheetah Chase Loungers. Those start about $89 to rent for the day, and they seat 2 comfortably. As we slowly finish out our afternoon here at Splashin Safari, it's now time to make our way to the last area, Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is the home of 2 really famous roller coasters. The one being the Voyage. Has 5 underground tunnels, which is a world record for a roller coaster. Some of the tunnels are wide enough to go through twice, creating 8 underground moments. The Voyage has 24.3 seconds of airtime, which is the most any wooden roller coaster in the world has. Imagine reaching speeds of 67 miles per hour in only 2 minutes and 45 seconds. That's all long this ride is. And here's another classic Holiday World attraction. This is the Turkey Roll. One of my favorites. As a child, I used to absolutely love this. This is a gravity-defying ride that'll put a smile on anybody's face. Well, if you're anything like me, you want something a little less fast-paced than a coaster, Gobbler Getaway might be the answer. This is an indoor dark ride, giving you the ability to sit down and go through a little shooting phase, shooting at turkeys throughout your adventure at Thanksgiving. And here's a second area where you can get Plymouth on the Rocks. These are the alcoholic beverages for 21 and over. Right in the heart of the whole Thanksgiving area is Plymouth Rock Cafe. This is a unique experience for dinner, lunch, and this place even has an option for barbecue beef brisket, turkey legs, or even chicken dumplings and pulled pork. Roasted turkey. You can even do mashed potatoes, sides, including mac and cheese and cornbread. Give all your Thanksgiving stuffings all ready to go. Here's your one and done meal for the day. And let's not kid ourselves. Don't get too full because there's always got to be room for dessert. With banana pudding, chocolate pudding, and multiple cookies and cakes, it is a must-have. Are you starting Holiday World very early? Well, that's all right. You can drop into the Perky Turkey and get your coffee on, full and strong if you'd like to. Just like other traditional amusement parks, there's no different here. You've got the candy store, which is just full of all kinds of different varieties of candies. Most of this stuff is going to be the buy by the pound. You just throw all this stuff in a big bag and just pay a certain dollar amount. Some areas over here offer rock candy. Some of this stuff is prepackaged candy, a lot of taffy, different things. Fantastic choice. I actually was able to go in here and grab me a nice little handful of different kinds of candies. I think it cost me around $11. I got very small amounts, so it wasn't like a huge amount, but just watch it when you're filling the bags up. It's really easy to get up there and how much it costs. unfortunately, with the weather going on during the day, we weren't able to stick around and watch the holiday in the sky. It's a drone and fireworks show the Holiday World does, but that's all right. We'll have to do it next time. Now, walking through the area of Thanksgiving, all of a sudden I see these three young ladies just busting a move. Check it out. It wouldn't be a Thanksgiving area without the Mayflower, right? Check it out. Be a pilgrim and jump on the Mayflower ship. This thing is crazy. Get some super, super high lifts on each side. It's a beautiful ride. It's always got tons of smiles on it, screams galore. So now it's time to check out the newest addition to Holiday World and Splashin Safari. This is Good Gravy. The Thanksgiving theme is on nonstop here in this area, and I tell you what, this is no exception. Even the chicken timer is involved. This actually was a really cute area. It has a nice area to cool down a little bit, the little water streamers and things like that. I love the cooked dairy, the big cooked dairy bottle there, and the Dippin' Dots trailer. And if you look far and wide there, you'll see the Voyage about to take another long dip right before these guys shoot off. There's really, really cool interactive ride here. The queue line going through was spectacular. I would say this was a great addition to Holiday World. I heard the ride is fantastic. I wasn't able to ride it this time around, but I'm sure one day I'll get a chance. Walking through the queue line, it was really, really cool. You almost go through like a 70s kind of theme, a whole grandma's house kind of stuff, but very unique, very different, ultra cool theming. Overall, great addition to Holiday World. As the final attraction of the evening, I'm on my way back to check out the Thunderbird. In this area also is the house of what they call the Crow's Nest Swings. So this area is actually pretty neat because it was very easy to get to. It's kind of set it back on the corner of Thanksgiving, so this thing shoots you way up in the air. People were absolutely going crazy how fun this ride was. Now say hello to the Thunderbird. This is the first launched wing coaster in the United States. This guy goes 60 miles in 3.5 seconds. Ride lasts 1 minute and 18 seconds from station to station. And what's crazy about this one, this sucker has loops beyond loops beyond loops. Height of 140 feet. The coaster is over 3,035 feet. Track includes loop and barrel rolls that takes riders through wooded and hilly terrain. Close encounters with things like chimneys, trees, and other rides. The area in which this was all set up over here was absolutely phenomenal. They have their own barbecue place over here. They have a really cool merchandise stand, and of course they got the wonderful Dippin' Dots to chill out. This was an overall experience just by itself.
All right, well, we've actually been here the whole day. We've checked out all of the rides, all of the roller coasters. We explored Splashin Safari. The only thing really left to do at this point is, well, plan your visit. You got to come and check out Santa Claus, Indiana, Holiday World and Splashin Safari. I had a ball in all 4 sections today. We'll talk to you soon, and thanks for watching Holmes Away from Home. We'll see you at the next adventure.
Thank you for watching today's show. I hope you like what you've seen, and be sure to comment if you have any questions or concerns, and subscribe. People like you is what keeps this channel going. Thank you from Holmes Away from Home.